I got home from the Tulsa route 2 days early because the client canceled on account of a burst line, and I figured I'd surprise Rachel with an actual weeknight together. Instead, I surprised myself. The guest room hadn't been vacuumed in a while. We didn't use it for much besides the treadmill nobody touched and a folding table Rachel used to wrap Christmas presents on. I pushed the vacuum under the bed frame and it choked, that awful high whine that means something stuck in the roller. I got down on my knees, cut the power, and pulled out a wad of hair, a sock I didn't recognize, and a torn foil wrapper. I sat back on my heels and looked at it for a second, like it might explain itself. Rachel had her tubes tied 6 years ago after our second was born. We hadn't used a condom since before the girls were born. I turned it over in my fingers, like that would change what it was. It didn't. I want to say my first thought was some big cinematic gut punch, but honestly, it was more like doing math. Where, when, who? My brain just started sorting, the way it does when a machine at work throws a fault code and you go through the checklist instead of standing there panicking. That's the job talking, I guess. 17 years of troubleshooting industrial compressors teaches you that feelings don't fix anything, but a process might. I put the wrapper in a sandwich bag from the kitchen and tucked it in my truck's center console, under the owner's manual nobody reads. Then I finished vacuuming the guest room like a normal human being, put the vacuum away, and went and took a shower like I always did after a rout, because routine felt like the only solid ground left in the house. Rachel got home around 6 from wherever. Book club, she said, though I noticed she said it a half-second too fast, the way you answer a question you were braced for. She kissed me on the cheek, said she didn't know I'd be back till Thursday, and asked if I'd eaten. I said no. She made tacos. We sat at the same table we'd sat at for 11 years, and I watched her like I'd never seen her before. It's a strange thing, watching your wife when you already know something she doesn't know you know. Every little thing she did got recalculated. She complained, like she always does, about how much I traveled. It's like being a single mom 4 nights a week, Ethan, she said, with the same practiced weariness she always used. And normally I'd feel that dig land somewhere soft, some old guilt about missing the girls' softball games. That night it just sat there, cold, like she'd handed me a script I already knew the ending to. She talked about her sister's kid's birthday party. She talked about how the AC guy still hadn't called back. She refilled my tea without me asking, which she does maybe twice a year, and I remember thinking, almost clinically, that's guilt, that right there. Not love, guilt wearing love's clothes. I didn't say a word about the guest room. Didn't ask who'd been in our house. Didn't ask why there was a sock under our bed frame that belonged to a foot bigger than mine. I just ate my tacos and told her about the burst line in Tulsa and let her think the trip had gone the way trips always go. Later, lying next to her in the dark, I did the thing you do when your brain won't shut off. I ran the calendar. I'm gone Tuesday through Friday most weeks. Every other week, sometimes both. That's a lot of empty house. A lot of guest room nobody uses. Except, apparently, somebody did. I thought about waking her up right then and asking her straight out. I thought about it hard enough that I actually said her name once in the dark, quiet, just to see if she'd stir. She didn't. She was asleep in about 4 minutes flat, the sleep of someone who thinks she got away with something. I didn't sleep near that fast. I lay there working out, piece by piece, what I actually wanted. Not the yelling. Yelling's cheap. It feels good for 10 minutes and gets you nothing. I wanted proof so complete that when this thing finally blew up, there wouldn't be a lawyer alive who could spin it into, he never gave me a chance to explain.